Okay, so hi everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from whenever you're calling in from or watching this recording from. I hope we had a good week or a good weekend, I should say. This week I'm really excited because as you can see, there are a number of news releases all the way from Monday down to Saturday. So and this week also is our NFP week. So just expect the market to be very volatile this week. All of this means most of the pairs that we are looking to trade this week will definitely, excuse me, let me just take this thing off. So the pairs that we're looking to trade, the Aussie dollar, no, sorry, the AUD, Euro card, and the rest of them will definitely see some good movements in them. There are a number of speeches that will be coming up this week as well. ECB press conference as well this week. So for some of us that trade the news, this would be a good opportunity for you to leverage, take advantage of every one of them from Monday down to Friday. I know there are some brokers that trade Saturdays as well, but for some of us, we finish our trading on Friday. So just be on the lookout for that, but particularly pay attention to Friday NFP, so you can either maximize your winnings or just sit on your hands and let the market do its thing. So yep, that's I just wanted you to see what the week is like. Number of news releases that we have, so you can anticipate what to trade for this week. So first of all, just go straight to what we have, and then we can take questions if anyone has questions. The one I'm looking for this week is the GBP pairs. I'm really looking to see what might, because I think there might be some reversals on them. So looking at my GU, it's at this level. Now, if I'm to follow price action, I should just say that this from here, because of that impulse, because it's so, excuse me, it's so strong. This is a strong impulse. So I would say that this might just do this and then continue to the upside. But I don't know. I don't want to really put all my eggs in that basket, put all my money in that believe that this is what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna give the neutral bias. So this might happen from all the way from here, then jump back, retest that level, and then we see that move to the upside. Or that reject as it's happening on the higher time frame could just happen, and then we'll see that thing break back to this level, and then we'll see it come back. That's a whole lot of pips that will be dropping if that happens. So if I see this on the smaller time frame, this is what I should be looking for you to trade this thing. Just wait for this thing to drop, and then maybe look for a flag or what have you on that level, and then bring it back to the downside. If you look at this on the higher time frame, you can see the rejection. You see that massive rejection on the weekly. That may mean that this is or I mean gonna keep coming down. But again, you know how it is. It doesn't always mean that you know price may just continue to push up. That may just be a form of what's it called now, a pullback, just like we see here, a shoot up, pullback, and then a rejection and a continuation. So we might see the same thing happen here as well. A push up, pullback, and then a continuation. So if that happens, for one, I would not jump in at this level. I would still wait for price to jump back into my bullish zone. I will wait for price to come back up, and I will look for my entry at that level. But if I'm to trade this on the sell, I'm gonna wait for this to break and then look for my what's it called now, my bearish flag or some form of other confirmation for me to trade it back to the downside. So I just really need to get a confirmation before I take that trade. But this is what I will be looking for this week. We were looking at this, if you based on this move, we're looking for price to get to this level and then drop back down. But it kind of pushed a bit out of it. But you see, there's no clear indication that it's gonna keep going up, and there's no clear indication that it's gonna keep coming down until it breaks this away from this level. So I'm gonna sit on my hand now. The price breaks this back, this previous high, breaks it back down, and then I can start looking for my sell down. So that's my buyout for GU. But you know how we do it. I'm going to keep watching the market and then send the charts as they occur. G card. Now, the reason why I'm believing that this might actually come down is because um if it seems like all of the GBP pairs just they are in a strategic location where it's possible for them to start dropping. That's technically analyzed. I don't know what the fundamental may do. Might something might just happen based on the Brexit talks that we're having all over the place that may come in and then push, you know, GBP to the upside or something. But yeah, let's just work with the technical analysis for now. So at this level again, we were waiting for price to jump to that level all the way from where it was and then drop. Yeah, I think that happened for this one. So for this one again, so we're waiting for price to bounce, to break out of this, to reject this level and then continue to the downside. But again, this is a massive push. Who knows? It could just do it, or what we call it could do that. What's it called now? Excuse me. Create that bullish flag and then continue to the upside, which is why I had this here. But yep, there's no reason for me to believe to jump in at this stage. So what I would do for me for now, see that move drop and then continue. It is a reject on both ways. I could just all the way drop down to this level and pretty much do what's it called now? Do my do this and then wait to see if that would if I would get like a massive a bullish engulfing candle, because here there's a lot of what indecision can happening here. So if I can see a strong bullish engulfing candles, and probably look for some form of retest or that to even come back to that level. Um, a bearish engulfing or something, some form of retest to that level, and then push me to the upside. So that may be that, but generally, looking at technical analysis, this is the bias. It's in this flag, this range. So it's at the top of the range. So the obvious thing to trade here will be to look for um, a sell, a bearish confirmation for you to bring it back to the downside. It may just push up a little bit, as you can see, and then reject and then keep coming down. So that's one thing to look for. But again, don't just jump in, look for some confirmation for you to do that. And I will keep watching it as well and then send it to the platform when I find a reason for us to trade it. Now, if you were to trade based on our analysis, this would have been a perfect trade to enter, because you saw that bearish engulfing, good trade. You probably took your trade, you put sell limit somewhere around here, and probably a stop loss somewhere around here. Yeah, probably would have probably lost this trade if your stop loss so good, because see what happened. It came all the way and hit and got you out of the market anyway. So, but yeah, you won't always get it right. And if you enter on the close of the engulfing candle, you probably would have maybe made some profit, because from here to here it dropped a little bit before breaking back up. But again, we won't always get it right. So let's watch that level. I'm going to watch it as well and send analysis as they occur. So that's two GBP pairs that look like they might be dropping. Another one is this one as well, GBP AUD, pound the dollar. As you can see from last week, I talked about this double top forming at this level. That may be a clear indication to start looking for buy opportunities. But again, because of the fact that it's a good impulse to the upside, what may happen is that price may just form some flag, whatever, and then continue to push to the upside. So we will monitor that as well. But I have a strong belief that this may um, possibly drop. But another reason is because it's in this channel. It's at the top of the channel. Who knows? It may just actually push up a little bit to that level before the final drop to the downside. But if we don't get the entry from this from the beginning here, the most important thing is that to get the confirmation that is actually coming down. Even though we don't get it at this level, we can get it at this level. That's why we have all of this level set up. So if it breaks in, if it drops down to this level and we don't get it from the top, we can always look for that entry at this level and then take it, but it still has a long way to go. Yep. So 3 GBP pairs with that. I don't know if I want, let me see. Okay, there's another one that has the same kind of setup, at the top of the channel. Possibility of it dropping or possibility of it jumping to the next level. We'll keep that on the lookout as well. What about this guy? Now, this one is the one that really looks a bit tricky. Now, I like that impulse to the upside. See that? And then pull back and continuation. So this is a likely repeat of what's happened here as well to continue to the upside. But again, if you look at it clearly, you can see a double bottom forming here. See double bottom, and we're trying to see if we can get that what's it called? That um, break above retest and then bounce off. That is a good trade. Technically speaking, it's a very fantastic trade. But because of the fact that most of the other pairs, they all carry that bearish outlook. So if anything happens in the market and probably the pound decides to slump or something, it means it's going to affect this regardless of what technical tells us here. So just that's why I said we will watch it. I will look to trade to buy this market at this point, but I will not buy with every dollar I have in my account, because of the possibility of it, you know, um, me losing it. So I'm going to look for a buy on this trade based on that break and retest, and then stop loss, close buy somewhere around here. Or even if I want to be quite open, I can keep it somewhere around here, and then TP, first TP here, second TP there. But yeah, watch this as well. This is one clear one for us right now. But anything can happen. Could just drop from there instead of going up. So just be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. NZD card. Am I looking at this? Yes, NZD card. Struggling at this level. We are really waiting for this guy to drop for the past how many months now. It's been struggling in this level. So right now, this is where it is at. So while waiting, I'm waiting. I'm not trading anything here. This is where I'm looking for my trades. My trades are around here. I may not even be bothering about this level because it's too close to the what's it called, the channel, and this other level as well. They are too close. So where I'll be looking for a trade will be down here when it breaks out of it, or outside here. That meaning it's not it's a continuation, it's not a reversal. Like see what happened, that drop, that drop, that drop. So what if this is not gonna drop? Then I need to wait to see that this has clearly broken out of that trend, that and then it's gonna continue to the upside, meaning this is what it's trying to do now. Yep. So it's gonna continue to the upside, and so it means my TP would be, it stands between here, and so that this would be my TP, something like this. So which would be a major win for us if we can get that entry. So yep, NZD card is not a very favorite of mine at the moment. So just let it be unless it breaks this level. I'm really waiting for it to break this level, then I can sell it back to the bottom of the channel. Okay, USD card. Now this guy, I'm gonna be very careful, because it's showing signs of an inverted head and shoulder. Showing signs of an inverted head and shoulder. Let me see if I can adjust this, if I can get anything from it if I adjust it. Let's see. So, I don't like that. It's so messed up. One might say that's manipulating it. It's not the trend. Okay, so that's why it's tough to say what it's gonna do. It's showing signs of inverted head and shoulder. Normally price is not supposed to all the way come down to the bottom of the channel before reversing. It's not so. There's no rule that says it has to do like that. But this is a good pattern to look at. So, but that said, because it's a strong downtrend. For it to become to for you to be able to confirm that it's a reversal, it needs to at least break the shoulder or the neckline or whatever you want to call it. That's this level, as you can see it. This level needs to be broken for a strong confirmation that this is going to, because you can see it. This may well happen. This may well be what it's trying to do, and then continue to the downside. So this one, let us wait for this level to break. But if you want to look for trade around here, break and retest around here, then you can look for that, and then TP here, and then if it breaks that level, TP there. So for this one, watch it properly. Yep, this is where we're at right now. So for your trade, we want to anticipate an early entry, wait for that to come back and retest, either that or some form of flag, bullish flag, and then you can take that TP there and then wait for something like that again, or a break and retest of that level to opportunities, or a bullish engulfing candle, and then take it to the upside. But as I'm very careful to trade this because it's been acting up for the past few weeks as well. But this is where we are at the moment. I thought this thing was going to bounce off at this level for the inverted head and shoulder at the 1.32 32030. I thought that was going to happen, but then you see what happened. It broke all the way down, and then now it's acting like it's going to give us, could be a trap, who knows. But yep, for me to be so sure, I'm going to wait for price to come all the way back here where I said don't rule this out, and then see a break. It might well come back to that level and then go back down. They can manipulate the market any way they want to, but for me to take, I would like to see that break and come back there. Then I can now look for my. It's a good win if I take it from where it is, from that level. It is gonna be a good win as well. Yep, 200 plus pips, good enough for me. And then if it continues to the upside, good place to. Okay, this is a very strong level, so it might just get there and then bounce, drop back to you know the structure. Okay, that's USD card again. As they occur, I will keep giving the charts as they occur. Yeah, I remember we were looking at this guy going all the way to the upside. So, but it's still down here, still struggling. So I'm not really bothered about CAD-yen for now. Not really bothered about CAD-yen. It's still on its way to the top. So I had that rejection from Friday, that drop from Friday. This is where we're at. That's what CAD-yen is doing now. So it might just keep doing that. But if it breaks that trend, breaks that trend proper, and then you start seeing that, then you can start looking for your sell back to structure. Yeah, but right now it's still within that trend, so I'm of the opinion that it might just keep doing that, you know. But who wants to see that kind of move? See what it keeps doing. It goes a bit, drops, goes a bit, drops, goes a bit, drop. It's not very user friendly. Okay, so that's CAD yen. Which one have I looked? Which one have I looked at? Okay, I've skipped a lot. Yep, this was one. I didn't look at this one. This is another one. Now it's broken to the top side. This is something to look at. Swiss franc yens as well. So now it's broken to the upside. I'm looking for a retest of that level. I want price to come back to that structure where it broke out off. And then I can look. It's a very clean trade. This particular one is a very clean trade. You can see it. See the clear level that it created. So I need it to come back down, and then I can TP here. Then if it breaks that, TP here. Overall, let me see. See, it's at the bottom. It came from the bottom, and now it's going back up, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it came to the bottom, now it's going back. So I'm expecting this to go back to the top. So just watch out for that. That would be a good trade. I would set a buy limit here. I watch for price to come in, and then if I miss it, if it doesn't all come all the way down, not a problem. What I just need to do is just to create a line for it here, for price to break out of that, and then that will be my trade. That will be my trade. So charts will be sent on this one as well. Let me see what else. I don't know if I want to trade this guy, but it's good to also still monitor it. It's at the left. It's at the. It came from down as well, what may happen, what you might see it do is for it to, because what it's doing now, it's probably creating a flag. You see what happened here? You see that move? It did that and then dropped. Let me see. It did that and dropped, and let me see if I can increase that. It did that move, you know, and then dropped. So the same thing seems to be happening now. So it may just drop again down to that level. So that's why you can see I have buy limit set up in this place. Now, possibility of it bouncing off from this level is also there. That's this level here, possibility, because I can see it's been struggling, you know. So one thing, two things are possible. It could break that and then drop here, and then you see it to the top, or it could reject, because that's a strong level for it, as we can see. Then if it breaks to the upside, then we can start looking for a trade. It means you have to put all of these levels into consideration, because what may happen is that it may just go to that level and then drop again. So very it's not very what's it called now? It's not very smooth. So if it breaks to the upside and retest that level, you can start looking for a buy, but probably scalp it, till it probably breaks out of here altogether. Then you can be rest assured that it's gonna keep going up. Yep. So charts will be sent to cover that as well. Euro Swiss franc, I mean Euro GBP pair, GBP. I'm not sure what this guy is trying to do. So it's a very strong level. As you can see, guys, it was a very strong level. So it's trying to tell us that it's strong enough to break it. Now, two biases. Again, price has broken it, retest, and I want to assume that it's gonna keep coming down. So if I'm gonna try and look for sell here, and then with a tight stop loss, because I don't believe, I don't believe uh, I don't always want to believe this kind of moves, because it took a long time to he held this for so long. So he may just do the same thing again, and then you see what happened here. One would think it's gonna break, it's broken. Let me circle that and see. Let me see. Now if you entered this trade, if you saw this trade, you feel, oh, it's broken out, and then what happened? So if you were in the smaller time frame, yep, your mind will tell you, okay, this has broken out, and what are you waiting for? Waiting for price to come back and retest, and then you take the trade, and then what did you see? Price broke back into it. So that's why you have to. I don't want to totally believe that this is a true breakout, but I'm still gonna take the trade with caution. With my good stop loss in place. It's a good trade. If you look at it, it's lovely. Break retest happening now. What are we expecting? Just like we thought would play out for price to come down. But yeah, anything can happen, and then price goes back up. So if my stop loss gets hit, now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start looking for my trade at this level. Why? Because that was a strong level price. It's been testing. So I'm going to look for my buy opportunity at that level, and then if I catch that buy opportunity, it's going to pay for the loss of this place. So if I buy that, I'm going to buy that back to this level. From here down, even if I stop at this level, it will still be a good win. Yep, it will still be a good win. 200, almost 300 pips, that level. So yeah, be on the lookout for this one. This looks like a good trade to trade in the short time just for this win. But if that doesn't play out, take the loss and allow yourself opportunity to take this trade at this level back to the top. Yep. So what else? And GBP, okay, I've looked at that. Looked at that, looked at that, looked at that, looked at that. This one. Now remember that inverted. Yeah, I entered. I think I took that inverted, and I think I lost this trade. But at the end of the day, what did you see? It's coming back to play out. See what happened. It came all the way close to the head, then rejected, and see what happened. So now it's going back to the upside. So for this one, it's already done its retest, I would presume. Yeah, possibly. Look at that. So I would ignore this one altogether. I would ignore this one altogether, unless, of course, it comes to that level. You know, it breaks that level. That's where I will start looking for opportunity to buy back to the upside to complete that um, um, what's it called now, inverted. Yep. So what that is possible, or price could just come all the way back to that top and then continue to the downside. But right now, I don't see any reason for me to trade this. I'm just gonna ignore it. Just gonna ignore this. So again, watch that 1.61430 for price to either get there and reject there, bearish engulfing, or a break above some form of flag or something, and then to trade it to the upside. So again, charts will be sent in just to manage that. I don't know about USD chef. Now we thought we were gonna see, we're seeing two head and shoulders, one here and one here, but see all this mess here, you know, I'm not sure anymore. Let me see now. So I'm just gonna look at this one instead. Wait for price to do this instead. Wait for price to come. You see, it acted like it's already done this left shoulder. So I was thinking, okay, from here it's gonna start doing that. So I'm gonna wait for this to happen. I'm gonna wait for that to happen so I can see the clear head and shoulder, and then see that. That's what I'm waiting for. Me being super careful. There are a whole lot of different trades. I know we've been beaten so many times with by this USD Swiss franc, so there are too many trades to trade and to um, gesticulate. Let that happen if you want to get a good shoulder and then the neckline broken, and then you can, that would be good opportunity for you to. Otherwise, if you want to look for a bullish engulfing to the upside, something to buy it, but I would ignore this one until I get a good reason to trade it. Let me see if I can find yeah, there's really nothing to, no trend right now. There's no trend right now, so I'm going to ignore that one. Yeah, but as we progress, we can think it will begin to unfold. Like, I like that rejection, but as you can see, it's happening up and down, so there's no real indication for me to um buy it or sell it at this point. So just leave that until I see clear. Gold, gold. In fact, gold, I wanted to ignore gold, but okay, let me just look at it because I know some of us might want to trade it. So maybe at this level, because of that key level, might begin to see gold. Gold might come back there and continue to the upside. But let me see the higher time frame. Okay, okay, so still looks quite bullish. Trend is still bullish, as you can see, still a bullish trend. But that fall showed that gold might actually begin to what's it called now, begin to reverse. So if that is a left shoulder, that is the head, so maybe we might see something like this. Who knows? Who knows? And then continue, or I just see that go to that level and then continue to the downside, because that's a massive drop. That's a very big drop. So come down. Let's wait for gold to come to that level. Gold might come to that level, do that, and then continue to the downside. Or if it doesn't do that, I don't know if I should. I think let's take this one off. So if it doesn't do that, then we'll see it break that level, come all the way there, then break that level, and then continue. You know, then again continue. Yep. So if you're in this already, good, good for you. If not, maybe gold might just come back. If it comes back to that level, you can start looking for another opportunity to sell. If it comes back to that place it broke out of, this 1,297.38, so you can look for a sell at this level. But maybe you would have to TP at this level because of that. So TP at this level and then wait to see what it's gonna do. If it breaks that, you can. It's now looking like it's gonna reverse, but it hasn't fully shown that. So you might TP here and then wait for either for gold to break and then retest. Then you can look for another entry. Then if you TP and it goes back to that, to the top, you can look for another entry there to bring you down. But if you lose that, then look for price to go to do that and then continue back up. Yeah, but this is a key level, that level, and this level. This is your trading levels now. That 1297 and the 12. Let me put that so you can see what the level is. Okay, 1297 and 1286. Those are two levels you want to pay attention to. Thinking that. Okay, so yep. So look for an entry here, or you can look for an entry here for a short move to the upside. But if it breaks that, that is your TP. Yep, pretty much that for gold. I think I'm just gonna stop there. I think it's already past 20 minutes or thereabout. So if you have any question on for those on the platform, just on the call now, you can ask me. Then